And we're back with another YouTube video talking about Raw, SmackDown, NXT 205, NXT UK. We'll do SummerSlam and TakeOver predictions next week. So, the week after Raw reunion, Raw, of course, goes down in the ratings because why wouldn't it? So, we have first match was R-Truth and Carmella versus Renee Michelle and Drake Maverick for the winning team get the 24/7 title. So this match was like maybe 5 minutes. R-Truth and Carmella win. I guess. I don't know. Like I don't know if that's obvious thing for R-Truth to retain the 24/7 title on a consistent basis because he does lose it sometimes, obviously. And he lost it right after this to Mike Kanellis. Everybody was so all the jobbers were standing there on the ring. They dogpile on R-Truth. Mike Kanellis was the first one to dogpile him and pin him. So Mike Kanellis walks away with the championship, then goes backstage, and Maria's like, get down on your back so I can pin you. And Maria is 24/7 champion. Pregnant 24/7 champion. So who's going to take the title from her, right? I don't know. Somebody probably will. Here we have our 5-man gauntlet match. Ricochet. Well, let's go blow by blow. Who started first? Rey Mysterio and Cesaro. This whole match was pretty good. This whole what was it? 30 minutes, 45 minutes, something like that. But yeah, it was pretty great. The first hour of Raw overall was pretty good, I'd say. So yeah, Rey Mysterio beat Cesaro, and then Sami Zayn came out. Mysterio beat him. Then Andrade came out, and Andrade basically ripped off Rey Mysterio's mask at the end of this because Andrade wins and then continues to beat down Rey Mysterio. Rips off Rey's mask, which it's not like we don't all know what his face looks like, of course. But yeah, and then Ricochet comes out, beats Andrade, wins the gauntlet, which essentially this was a good way of getting Ricochet another title shot against AJ. So yeah, and we have Moment of Bliss. Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross come out. They show some video footage of Becky Lynch attacking Natalia before, like earlier in the day. So there was no crowd. It was just the ring, and people were just training in the ring. So Natalia was, of course, um, one of the ones training people in the ring. So Becky Lynch comes out, attacks Natalia, and low blows Finlay. Finlay was helping Natty train, and Finlay got low blow for it. So there you go. Then we have our triple threat tag match. The Club and the Usos and the Revival. Not calling them the OC. They're the Club. It's like, I get it, OC, original club, or only club that matters, whatever. But they're still the Club. So that's what I'm going for. Yeah, so this match was pretty great. Carl Anderson and Luke Gallows win. They're the new tag team champions. Honestly, I was surprised by that. Like, I figured, oh yeah, the Usos aren't gonna win the tag titles when one of them just got, a DUI, which I think that's what happened last time. One of them got a DUI and then they won the tag titles, but I didn't think they were gonna go that route again, which they didn't. Jimmy Uso actually took the pin. So yeah. And what happens with them at SummerSlam? I have no idea. Oh wait, weren't there some tag title matches announced for SummerSlam? Oh wait, yeah, there were. So I haven't looked at the SummerSlam card. So yeah, either way, I'll do predictions next week. So we'll see what the tag title matches are for SummerSlam when I look at the card next week. So yeah, Viking Raiders versus some jobbers named Johnny James and Cole Carter. Viking Raiders win. Wondering when are the Viking Raiders going to get a tag title shot, because they haven't had one yet, and they even beat Hawkins and Ryder when they were tag champs in a non-title match. So then we had Becky Lynch versus Alexa. Get it. Okay, here we go. Yeah, Becky won. I just had to remember. Becky won, and then keep getting attacked by Alexa, and Alexa and Nikki attack Becky. Oh wait, hold on. Becky beats Alexa by referee stoppage, and then she beats Nikki Cross too, because Nikki Cross challenges to a match. So she beat both of them, and then Natalya comes out to attack them, or attack Becky Lynch after she gets attacked by Nikki Cross and Alexa Bliss. So it was just everybody beating down on Becky, pretty much. Then we had Seth Rollins versus Dolph Ziggler, which ended in a no contest or a DQ. I get, but yeah, DQ. Sorry, not a no contest, because Brock Lesnar comes out to attack Seth Rollins and beats him down in the ring, beats him down backstage when he's in the ambulance, or he's in the ambulance, gets taken out, and it gets F5'd on the stretcher. And then Samoa Joe, Roman, Usos, and Becky Lynch are all looking on, and then Joe and the club come out of nowhere and attack the Usos and Roman, and I'm like, why did that happen? So that didn't make any sense to me. But then we have Roman or Joe come out saying the Samoan Summit is canceled. Roman comes out to attack him. Club comes out to attack Roman. Usos come out to save Roman. Cedric comes out because Drew McIntyre is also out there. So they're all fighting. Cedric jumps off the Titantron, which basically gets no-sold by everybody, I guess, because seconds later, Roman and Joe are just back in the ring fighting, and then Roman spears Joe, and then the Usos and Cedric and Roman all stand tall. So, yeah, that was the end of Raw. Was all that stuff going on? All right, SmackDown. Good thing. Well, yeah. Good things coming out of SmackDown. Trish and Charlotte are gonna have a match at SummerSlam. Trish was on the King's Court talking about random stuff. Instagram, her vacation, the reason why she missed Raw reunion, literally because it was advanced. It was announced like 1 week in advance. So it's like, well, yeah, Trish, you're not going to leave your vacation to go show up at Raw. That's obvious. Then Charlotte comes out to challenge her to a match, and then Trish accepts. So first thing that happens on SmackDown, Kevin Owens talks about how Shane's not here because he's doing something with his life coach. I don't remember what Shane said. Then we have Kevin Owens versus Drew McIntyre, and Kevin Owens wins. Drew McIntyre just keeps losing. He lost to Cedric. He lost to Roman. He lost to Kevin. So yeah, Drew McIntyre is just lose. I don't know what Drew's doing at SummerSlam. They didn't announce that, or I'm pretty sure that's not on the match card anyway. Bayley and Ember Moon versus Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross. Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross win, which I'm like, I feel like Ember Moon should have won because she did hit an eclipse on Bayley last week. So Ember Moon should be the one kept looking strong because, well, it's not like Alexa and Nikki are doing anything at SummerSlam. So why not just keep Ember Moon strong? I don't know. Either way, more promo for Finn and Bray. Well, not more promo. Finn versus Dolph Ziggler. Ziggler wins because Bray Wyatt distracts Finn Balor. And what was the? We had a Firefly Funhouse segment because what was that? That was on Raw, I think. A Firefly Funhouse segment where the Rambling Rabbit said he's a fan of Finn, and then here's Bray Wyatt coming, so he runs away. So yeah, Shinsuke versus Ali. Um, Ali wins. He rolls up Shinsuke and wins. And then I think he went on Twitter and said, "Hey Shinsuke, you doing anything at SummerSlam?" So that'll be an IC title match at SummerSlam, Shinsuke versus Ali. I'm sure they announced it on the match card already. I just haven't looked at the match card yet. So then we had Kofi with the New Day versus AJ with the OC. Kofi wins because, you know, the WWE champion is higher in higher regard than the US championship, which this match was originally supposed to be at one point, courtesy of Fightful. They said the SmackDown card got changed. So it was supposed to be Xavier Woods and Big E versus Drew McIntyre and Elias. Then that got changed to the OC versus the New Day. Then that got changed to what we eventually got, Kofi and AJ. Honestly, I wouldn't have minded seeing a 3v3 OC versus the club. I mean, OC versus the New Day. And then Roman's backstage walking around. Basically, scaffolding falls on him, and he gets out from under it because he's not really trapping under there technically. Like half of his body is fine, so yeah, he gets out from under it, walks away, shakes it off. You know, that's how SmackDown ended, by the way. And courtesy of Fightful, Wrestle Talk, they all say that it's Daniel Bryan to drop the scaffolding on him. So we're getting Roman versus Daniel Bryan at SummerSlam. Here we go. So Fandango, NXT results. First match on NXT was Tyler Breeze and Jackson Riker. Fandango comes out to make the save after Tyler Breeze wins, and then Forgotten Sons attack him, and then Fandango comes out to make the save. Then we have Cameron Grimes versus Bronson Reed. Cameron Grimes wins, and he advances to the finals, which he'll be fighting. So Jordan Miles versus Cameron Grimes in the finals of the Breakout Star tournament. I skipped over NXT UK and 205. So I'll go back to those in a second. Shayna addresses the NXT universe, basically calls out Mia Yim. Her and Mia have a promo battle. Shayna says this isn't the streets. This is the biggest work professionals. This is the biggest professional fight of your career. Mia Yim says, "You scared, Shayna?" So basically, well, we already knew this pretty much, but Mia Yim and Shayna are going to have a match at TakeOver. So that match should be pretty good. Then we had Pete Dunne versus Roderick Strong. Pete Dunne wins, hits Roddy with the bitter end. But he also he taps him out with he breaks his fingers and like gets him in a triangle choke after he hits him with the bitter end. So yeah, Pete Dunne got a submission win over Roderick Strong, which surprised me. For him to use a submission, honestly, that surprises me. Not saying that he can't use a submission, but it does surprise me that he got the win off that. Either way, so the thing that happens after that, Velveteen Dream comes out, and he's like almost kind of teasing that he's going to hit Pete Dunne with the championship. Then Pete Dunne turns around and yells at him like off mic or whatever. Roddy's screaming in the ring, "That's my title!" So that's how NXT ends. And then, Candice LeRae was outside waiting for Io. Regal shows up, says Io's not going to be here. Candice is like, okay, well, I want her to TakeOver, so that's another match at TakeOver. Then we have so now go to NXT UK. Johnny Saint, Sid Scala, they are the GM and assistants of the GM. In ring segment, they say that the title match is going to be Tyler Bate versus Walter at NXT Takeover Cardiff. The Imperium come out, and then Tyler Bate comes out to stop the Imperium from attacking the general manager. So then Tyler Bate, of course, he is fighting 1v4. So yeah, he gets beat up, obviously. And then we have Gallus, Mark Coffey, and Wolfgang versus Sam Stoker and Lewis Howie. Gallus wins. This match was all right. Then Gallus get on the mic and say how they want tag title shot against the Grizzled Young Veterans, which I'm sure they'll get at Takeover Cardiff, of course. Jordan Devlin backstage confronts Sid Scala. He says that he wants UK Championship match. Sid Scala tells him if he beats Alexander Wolf, he'll get a future UK Championship match. Which let me go to this real quick because I'm pretty sure I know who won. If I remember correctly, yep, Alexander Wolf wins. With what did he win with? A powerbomb, I think. Let me see. Suplex. Yeah, sit up powerbomb. There you go. Okay, so then we have Rhea Ripley versus Dane Luna. I don't know who Dane Luna is. Never heard of her before. But yeah. So Rhea Ripley wins via pinfall with the Riptide, of course. And next week we're gonna get Piper Nevitt and Zaya Brookside versus Jazzy Gabbert and Jenny. What other? Says we're probably getting to get another match next week. I don't think they announced any other matches. All right. Last thing, which I should have really done right after SmackDown, but 205 Live results. First match was Akira Tozawa and Brian Kendrick. Brian Kendrick and Akira Tozawa versus the Singh brothers. Tozawa and Kendrick win. Yeah, the senton from the top rope gets Tozawa the win, pins Sunil Singh. Well, the sliced bread and the senton. So Brian Kendrick did sliced bread on Sunil Singh, who walks up the ropes and jumps off. And then he did his Tozawa did his senton onto Sunil Singh, and then they get the pin off that. Humberto Carrillo talking about the 205 Live roster, how he wants to be Cruiserweight champion. Kalisto says Raul Mendoza and Humberto Carrillo are great wrestlers. But what did he say? Kalisto believes that the difference that Kalisto and Dorado say the difference between Lucha House Party is Carrillo and Humberto Carrillo and Jesus. What's that other guy's name? Oh, Raul Mendoza. So Carrillo and Mendoza are basically saying that God damn it. Lucha House Party says that Carrillo and Raul Mendoza are all about lucha, while the Lucha House Party are all about living it. So their Lucha House Party is living lucha, and Humberto and Carrillo are Humberto Carrillo, Mendoza and Carrillo are doing lucha. I don't know. Doesn't make any sense to me. And I didn't really explain it, but it is what it is. Then we had Lindsay Dorado versus Arya Davari. Lindsay wins, beats Davari, and oh yeah, we get that unsanctioned match. Oh, hold on, not yet. Drew Gulak says that he has no opponent for SummerSlam, so he's basically just waiting to see who his opponent is. Like, he doesn't say that he'll challenge anybody because that's not what he'll do. Then we had Drake Maverick versus Mike Kanellis in an unsanctioned match. And if Mike Kanellis wins, he would have got a title shot, which he didn't win. Drake Maverick wins, beats Mike Kanellis, and Maria's watching backstage. And basically, he's like, sorry, Maria was watching backstage, and she's disappointed because her husband lost, obviously, but probably not surprised at all that her husband lost. So yeah, that was everything. I really should have done it in show order. So I should have gone Raw, SmackDown, 205, NXT UK, then NXT, but I didn't do it in order. But either way, I got through everything, so that's what matters. All right, see you guys next week. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe.